Alright, let's get this over with. Didn't think I'd be doing something like this, but here we are. 2 weeks ago today, the final chapter to one of the greatest film franchises of all time, one of the most important movies of all time. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to try and be as nice as I can. Good God, Rise of Skywalker is bad. It is so bad. There was not one redeeming quality. I was so excited. I stayed away from the leaks. I stayed away from early Twitter reactions. I stayed away from embargoed reviews. I stayed away from everything. Post-embargo, everything. I stayed away completely. I didn't even look up the Rotten Tomato score, man. I didn't even look it up. Because my semi-peers they're dumb. They don't... oh my God. Dude, it's 54% right now on RT. Okay? The audience score is... who cares? I mean, the audience score is... Actually, let's look this up. It's oh my God, it's not. You know what? I don't care. It's not good. My point is, what happened? What happened? Well, this is what happened. Kathleen Kennedy is a moron. Well, you can't just blame her. You can. You can blame her. It's her fault. She's the main producer. She's the fucking head of Lucasfilm. It can't be her fault. It is. I'm sorry. It's all her fault. She. Oh my God. Okay, look. Okay. The first 5 minutes, I was on board. I was completely on board. My boy Ben, he wrecked shop. And then cool little montage. I wish they had it more of, like, they just had more of him wrecking shop in the last two movies, but they didn't. They used the whole forced teleportation thing they took it to new heights that, I mean, I guess it's cool. I guess. But unless the new set of films we get covers it, then I'm going to be extremely upset and disappointed. Dude, this whole thing from start to finish, minus the first 5 minutes, was just, I mean, dude. You know how Palpatine... Oh, by the way, spoilers. You know how Palpatine survived? Oh, wait, you don't know? Well, I don't know either. Because it's not fucking explained. Oh, wait, sorry. It's explained. The explanation is, you think a shaft could kill me. That's all we get. Really? That's all we get? An article just dropped today from Terrio and Abrams, well, in an interview, basically saying, oh, we had it more. We had it explained more and thought out. But we just cut it. It just didn't make sense in our narrative. Really? Dude, come on. Put it in. The movie was already 2 hours and 20 minutes long. An extra 8 minutes wouldn't have killed you. There's so much you could have taken out. There's so many plot holes in this thing. There's just so... I'm sorry. Like, it's just... I always use this analogy. It's like 2 plus 2 equals 4, and Disney was like, nah, it's 5. 2 plus 2 equals 5. That's the formula we're going to use for this trilogy. Obviously, JJ had a clear route he wanted to go with Force Awakens. They should have given him $50 million saying, here's money for 5 years of your, well, technically 7 years of your life. Give us a trilogy. Instead of, no, I'll just set it up and I'm hoping you guys will follow the plan that we actually, set out, but now, the plan just wasn't set out anymore, and that's what we're going to report on. There was a clear plan. And what does Rian Johnson do? Rian Johnson, great director, phenomenal. I love him. I loved Knives Out. Knives Out was great. If you haven't checked out Knives Out yet, check it out. It's fantastic. Looper, amazing. Brick, awesome. Breaking Bad episode, really good. But nope, Kathleen was like, no, Ryan, you can do what you want. And he just went, okay. And he did what he wanted because that's what the head of Lucasfilm said he could do. And there are so many times in this movie where it is so clear that JJ was like, yeah, no, that didn't happen. I'm gonna write this into, yeah, no, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Oh, you remember, guys? You guys remember the Knights of Ren, right? Who aren't mentioned or seen at all in Last Jedi? Yeah, they're back. Where were they? Where were they in Last Jedi? By the way, that's not explained either. That's not. We have no idea. We don't see him in Force Awakens except in a Force back. That's all we see them in. But no, we see him here. And by the way, they're not explained what they are, who they like. They're there. There's Posse. Did he send them off in Last Jedi to go conquer the outer regions? Probably. But why? Yeah, I'm so happy the Knights of Ren were in Rise of Skywalker. I'm so happy. They ended up being a bunch of bitches. They literally amounted to nothing. They turned on him at the... Why did they turn on him? That's literally not explained. You're telling me they're just going to turn on a dime because, oh, Palpatine's alive, we're going to serve him? Really? We literally see them together on the Star Destroyer. And then we don't see him again until they confront Kylo on Exegol. When he's going to back up Rey, and they just turn on him. They're just like, they come out of the shadows like, ho, 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 well, we serve a new master now. Yeah, cool, but why? Dude, there's so much not explained. There's so much left to just the imagination. It just makes no sense. Everything is just... another example, shit just thrown in there, not explained. Rey is still OP. She's still, like, ridiculously OP. How and why? If it was explained, cool. But it's not. She force heals a giant lizard snake. Yeah. Yeah, force healing's mentioned, but how did she know about it? I mean, it's mentioned in canon, but how did she know about it? Was it in the books? Doubt it. Oh, the books I stole, the sacred Jedi texts, they're in there. No, I doubt it. Maybe they were. Cool, explain it. Like when she force heals the angry lizard snake, you can just have Poe or Finn be like, "Whoa, when did you learn to do that?" And you just throw in a snappy line of read about it in a book and just go. It would piss people off, but it would give some type of explanation. But no, we don't get anything. She can just force heal. She does it twice. Oh, and by the way, she kills Kylo and then just heals him. Like, why? Like, they literally showed her healing the lizard snake so that an hour and a half later they can be like, oh yeah, remember this? That's how she can save his life. Oh, by the way, she also won by technicality, almost as bad as I have the high ground, because I guess now Leia finally gets to Ben and he just stopped. He was gonna kill Rey. Rey was gonzo, which is great. I would have I love seeing it. But Ben, she finally gets through to her son after all this time. Granted, there was so much left out there because, you know, unfortunately Carrie Fisher passed. So they had to take her scenes that she had from Force Awakens and just Photoshop them in, and they created scenes around it and they filmed it. And you can tell. I mean, it's not jarring, but I mean, it's cool. It's a lovely gesture. But come on. That's how you get to Kylo. That's how you do it. Of all the times, Ben, just now, after he's killed, I'm assuming thousands of people and responsible for billions of deaths, you know, overall deaths. his mother finally gets to him, and then he has a memory of his father, which I actually thought it was cool having Harrison Ford come back, and God knows how much money they gave him to do that. But like, again, there's just so much wrong with this movie. There's so much. Okay, maybe the one redeeming quality, the humor wasn't as terrible as it was in Last Jedi. It was actually Star Wars humor. But I mean, the duels were just boring. The Rey and Kylo duel on top of the destroyed Death Star, it was cool, but there was just too many cuts. Like, too much shaky cam. Like, it was like a shaky cam, and it just felt, it wasn't cool. I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't fun to watch. Oh, and Rey, I guess if you are trying your hardest with the Force, you'll just randomly get Force lightning. Yeah, Force lightning's not explained. It just happens because her and Kylo are in a tug of war with a transport ship, and she's trying super hard, and then out of nowhere, Force lightning, and she blows it up. That's what happened. Yeah, I mean, that happened. It was cool. Again, not explained. Now, I'm not saying everything needs to be explained, but at least give us something. Something. Just something, please. For the love of God, something. But we don't get that. We get literally no explanation. I mean, again, the Leia stuff, it was a little difficult because, again, Carrie died. But I mean, in the beginning of the movie, she's training Rey. Like, why? Why is she training Rey? You literally wasted Mark Hamill. By the way, Mark Hamill shows up 2 hours into the movie, and also apparently Force Ghost can, actually physically touch the real world. Yeah, they can touch things. I mean, Johnson kind of set that up with Force Ghost Yoda bringing a bolt of lightning down. But no, they just took it another step. Yeah, Rey gives up. She goes to throw the lightsaber, which, by the way, that was could have been the dumbest idea you could have had. Throws it into the fire, and oh, look, fucking Luke's his hand comes out of the flames, and he stops it. He's like, "That's a bad idea. Never throw away your weapon." That's the Luke we got. Johnson botches him in Last Jedi, and now we have him like this in Rise of Skywalker. Really? I mean, I'm going off on just little things that annoy me, but let's go into more major things now. Let's see. The X-School stuff was cool. There's a little thing where Luke and Leia are training, and it's a flashback, and that would kind of piss people off if they were just like, "Oh, well, now she trains. Oh, that's another shoo-in." Not really, folks, because it's in the it's in the Leia novel. It's in a couple of the comics. It talks about it, shows it, but casual movie people are gonna know that. Only the hardcore Star Wars fans are gonna know that. Oh, Leia trained before. Yeah, that's cool. And then just the way they kind of set it up that she stopped training because she got pregnant. I mean, that's the thing that's circling the web right now. Like, how does that make it look that she stopped training because she had a kid? That's not why she stopped training. Okay, that's not why. Maybe that's why, but that's not why. And they just throw that in there to explain that Leia gave her lightsaber to Luke, and it's just there, and Luke hid it away on Octu, not Octu. Dakar. No, that's not. Fucking whatever planet he's on. God, it's gonna bug me now. He's on. Give me a second. I can't believe I'm spacing on it. It is. It's not. No, it's not Crate. Oh gosh, Michael Scarrick Island. It's. Oh my god. Oh boy, this is gonna definitely halt this podcast. But anyway, I'll find it. But like, it's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much that I'm sorry, it's gonna bug me now. I gotta find the fucking name because apparently I can't remember the name of the fucking movie or the island now, and it's gonna ruin my day if I can't figure it out. You know, this is really annoying because it's not giving me a name. It's not Dakar. It's not Octu. It's not Takodana. Like, what? See, this is what's so annoying. There's just so much information that can be in somebody's head. And, you know, it just, you forget some stuff. And it makes you feel like an idiot. And, you know. Okay. That's not it. Definitely not it. I mean, it's gonna bug the shit out of me. You know what? Now we're gonna have to do it this way. We're gonna have to go old school and search Force Awakens because now I can't fucking remember the name, and it's just extremely annoying. So we're gonna have to do this because you know, I'm a dumb and can't remember a fucking island name. Alrighty. Small remote island. Cool. I'm actually thinking about just starting this all over again, but I can't. So, bear with me, folks. Again, sorry. You know, it's just, this is so fucking annoying. I'm so sorry. See, anybody, this has ever happened to anybody else? Like, Octu. It was Octu. That's so annoying. I knew it was Octu the whole time. Anyway. Sorry, guys. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently Force Ghost can do a bunch of stuff, and it's just not explained. The Leia stuff, again, it's just extremely annoying. Like why? And I don't know. Kylo goes out like a punk. Yeah, Kylo dies. First of all, he shouldn't have been redeemed. And then the forced, get it? The forced bullshit relationship between him and Rey, that all the diehard Reylos wanted. They got it. After, you know, Palpatine drains their life force and then you know, shoots, you know, Ben off the side to what we think is to kill him, but it doesn't. Rey finally defeats him. She passes out. Kylo, oh wait, he's actually alive, comes and, you know, force heals her and then gives his life force to her, which another thing, we don't get life force exchanging explained. And then wakes up, they share a smile, they kiss, and then he dies and becomes one with the Force. Like, first, how did he die? Did he not ration out his life support and just gave her too much? Is he like a little baby rattlesnake and just all his venom in one bite? No! Like, again, it's one of those things that we just don't know. There's just so... there's relationships. Another good example of JJ just being like, yeah, I definitely didn't like what you did with Last Jedi, was he took Rose and then literally threw her away. She's in like 2 scenes. Kelly Marie Tran went through hell from The Last Jedi. And, I mean, it's not warranted. You shouldn't bully people online, especially celebrities. But, like, her character wasn't a good character. And JJ was just like, I don't need you. I need you for a couple filler scenes. But, dude, like, you're going to do Mark Hamill dirty? That's what you're going to do to him? And then you're going to kill Ben? And, like, that's it? And you're not going to bring any of the legacy characters back? Like, nobody? It would have been cool to see Anakin, Hayden Christensen come back for a cameo and talk to Ben. Be like, look, grandson, you're doing it wrong. This is the, You know, this is not good. You know, he shouldn't do it. That would have been awesome. But no, all we get is a voice. We get a voice. We get a bunch of cameos through voice. And they talk to Rey, saying, you're all of us now. You're all of us. We're all in you now. How? How are all the Jedi in her? First of all, oh, by the way, another spoiler. She's a Palpatine. She's Palpatine's granddaughter. Again, not explained. My granddaughter. That's all we get. Oh, and her parents? Well, one of them was Palpatine's child, and some stupid bounty hunter kills him. Yeah, that's Rey's parentage. They weren't nobody. They were nobody by choice. That's also explained. That's all we get. You know? I realize I'm doing a terrible job of review. I'm not even really reviewing. I'm just ranting about how awful and bad of an experience this was for me. But that was Rey's parents. Literally one of Palpatine's children. We don't know if it was the son or the daughter. Because, again, not explained. Just says, you're my granddaughter. That's all we get. That's all we get. Okay, so if she's the granddaughter of Palpatine, and he's a Sith, then how are all the Jedi in Rey? What, because she read the old Jedi text, now she's suddenly embalmed with all the past Jedi? That's not how it works, guys. This isn't Highlander. You know, you don't kill somebody, get their energy. That's not what happens. So yeah, the voice cameos also were like, why? I think the thing that upsets me the most is that to this day, 2 weeks after release, Lucasfilm, JJ, everybody involved is still saying Palpatine was the plan all along. We're always going to bring him back. Now, one, didn't believe you then. Definitely don't believe you now. Because that's not the case. It literally, it shits on, like I said, it shits on the OT. It takes Anakin's redemption and just bends it over and just shits all over it. That's literally what it does. Oh, but it's not the result that matters. It's the act itself. Bullshit. No. I kind of would like a result and a redeeming quality of a human being. Not, oh, well, he thought he destroyed the Sith that was trying to kill his son and he finally brought balance to the Force. But no, it's the thought. It's the thought that counts, not the result. No. But again, he goes down a shaft, literally blows up, and then the Death Star blows up. Again. But no, not explained. I'm too powerful to be destroyed that way. That's all we get. Like, I created Snoke. Dude. Okay, I think I'm almost done. But before I leave, the thing that got me to say out loud, are you fucking kidding me, was at the very end of the movie, Rey returns to Tatooine. Apparently, Luke left a map to his old little homie home. Well, to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's little home. He left a map. Otherwise, how would Rey know? Because oh wait, I forgot. She knows everything apparently. Anyway, it would be funny if after the battle on Exegol, she goes back to Octu and she asks Luke, "Hey, so where exactly are you from? Planet and location on the planet." That would have been great. But anyway, yeah. So she goes to Tatooine, goes to the old Skywalker area. Sorry, the old Lars area. You know, it's abandoned, full of sand, and she force buries Luke and Leia's lightsaber, the Skywalker sabers. And then at the end, this old lady, she looks and she's like, I haven't seen someone here in ages. And then, you know, she's like, what's your name? And then Rey goes, Rey. And then there's just this pause. And in my head, I just knew they were going to do it. And I knew they were going to officially ruin everything with one simple word. Skywalker. Rey Skywalker. Written and directed by J.J. Abrams. That's what we got. That's right, folks. Rey identifies as a Skywalker. Hence the Rise of Skywalker title. She's going to live on as a Skywalker. Let me repeat that. She lives on as a Skywalker. I walked out before the credits even rolled. I reclined my seat back to its upright position, grabbed my jacket, my scarf, and just walked out. I wasn't having it. That was the cherry on top of the shit sundae that we got that was Rise of Skywalker. Now I'll do an actual spoiler review, but I just wanted to vent my frustrations a little bit, and I did, and it felt good. Felt really good. I liked it a lot. JJ, baby, I love you. You're an extremely talented filmmaker, talented writer, but God, you and Terrio just not all your fault. It's mainly Kathleen Kennedy. Hopefully her contract doesn't get extended in the next year. Once it expires, I hope she's bye-bye, and Favreau and Filoni take over, and then Chow takes over the series side for Disney+. But again, another conversation for another time. If you guys, if you were as upset as I was, good. We all share something. All I know is Mandalorian was awesome. Season 1 just ended. The Star Wars community has that to look forward to. Obi-Wan starts filming this year. Mando Season 2 comes out later in the fall. Mandalorian single-handedly saved Star Wars. I'm sorry, but it saved Star Wars. It did. Star Wars is saved. So, yeah, that being said, guys, you know the drill. Till next time.